Sweet and sour beans. Now we're adding the onion. So get that bacon. You look down. It's a little bit kind of crunchy, a little bit. It's going to soften up.
So good.
Oh,
my God.
yeah.
Onions.
Okay. So now I'm going to cheat a little bit. I want to add. We're melting our butter here on the stove. But I want the butter in there because it adds just another layer of value to this dish that we're going to make. So.
You want that butter back in the fridge?
No. Butter can sit out. It's fine. We need to just move it off the stove. So we'll just leave it there. It'll be fine. So, now smell that with the butter and the bacon.
It's heaven.
Bingo. So, but you see, we still got brownings on the bottom. So we do not want to give up that flavor. So we'll get that here in a minute. We're going to let these guys, we're waiting for the onion to get to mingle. Yes, but he's a mingle. But we want them to get softened down, the onion. And we want them to kind of absorb that flavor. All that stuff we want to get together. Okay. Now, here's where it's going to get sneaky. For those of you online, hold your nose. We're going to put vinegar in there. White vinegar, which is going to really stink up the kitchen for a little bit. I don't know. I might get that. Okay. So, waiting for those onions. We want them just to really soften up and really absorb that flavor. Because when we add our stuff, this is our base. Everything stems from this. So, we're getting there close. Now we're going to take our white distilled vinegar and watch what happens. I'm going to crank up my heat a little bit because I really want it. It's easier to pull up that flavoring from there. And that flavoring will come in, it'll be phenomenal. So I put probably about a third of a cup in there, maybe a quarter.
Oh yeah, it does.
It does, yeah. So now it stinketh. It's awesome.
But it doesn't taste.
No, it's not too bad. But you see, remember that brown stuff we want to get up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oy vey. But look what's happening. All that flavor. Bada bing. Hello. Okay. So we're going to let that do that. We're going to add some sugar to it because it's sweet and sour. So we need to get some sugar in there. And I'm using a sweetener because I'm trying to do lower carb. So you want about equal parts of whatever you put in there volume-wise for I'm going to put a little water in there. Let those kind of mix together and tone down so we stop choking and gagging here.
Yeah,
now,
my eyes are burning.
Yeah, my eyes are too. So, now, one thing I like in here is a little bit of chicken stock.
Now, show us what that is.
I like this more. I find these in the Hispanic sections of the stores. They used to make bigger ones, and inflation went up, so they shrunk the size down and charged the same price. But they used to make really big ones. But I use a lot of chicken stock. It's good stuff. Works good. While that's sizzling up, I want to get some hot water going. Oh, my eyes are still watering. Okay, but look at the bottom of that pan. If you can see it, how much brown stuff do you see? None. So we pulled that out of there. Right now, we got a lot of water because we're going to put beans in here. So a little bit of chicken stock. So we've added chicken stock, butter, and bacon as our flavorings there.
How are those chicken Cornish game hens doing?
Oh, we're going to start those here in a little bit.
Oh, how long do they take?
About an hour and 15. These beans can take a little while. So, things I like in there, we want to add some pepper. So think about how do I know how much to put in there? Well, I really don't, but I think of what the volume is of how many beans that I have. If I was putting beans on my plate and I wanted pepper, they had none, how much would I put in there? So don't be afraid to season a little bit. People like that stuff. But the beans and the salt go really good with that. Oops, sorry, splashed you. So, now we got beans, let's go ahead and add them. Because now we're going to find out how much water do we need. So, obviously not enough, we want to get them up there. We want to bring those up to a boil to start with. And then raw beans, I really don't recommend you use canned beans because if you're going to do it right. So now if I start mixing it in, you'll start seeing those bacon bits and onions all get mixed in there. While it's rigid, those beans are rigid, you can kind of mix them in there. And all that flavor is going to go in there and it is phenomenal. I'm going to add just a tad bit more water.